What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Not so well last week. I got a perfect round. The week before, last week, I only went 3 from 8. But some of those games, Golden Point games, I would have rather lose tipping just to witness those games. So this video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to go into my key matchups. I'm going to post some photos of my key matchups, some posters I've designed on my Instagram. But if you want, seems the man, Matty Burton, kicked the winning field goal for the Dogs. Got him to sign a card for you guys. Gonna do a giveaway. So at the end of the video, I'll show you how to win this. But let's get into round 6 tipping. So first match we have Thursday night at Amy Park, one of my favourite grounds to visit. And we've got the Storm versus the Roosters. This match is going to be mad. Roosters coming off a win to... But I couldn't do it. Like, Roosters just... What a game. But, yeah, Roosters, I think, will get the victory on. They got a bit of a roll on. Storm's still missing Pappenhausen. I think they get Hughes back this week. It's going to be an epic clash. I think Roosters win. I've tipped the Roosters, but my key matchup is going to be Smith versus Grant. The return of the Cheese back to Melbourne. It's going to be funny. We saw him on social media. We saw him after the game. Welsh calling him out, but I think it's going to be a good game. Great way to start off Easter with a Thursday night clash. So if you're in Melbourne, get to it. If you're a Roosters fan, go sip a latte and watch it. You know who you are. But yeah, so I'm tipping Roosters. Let's get into the next one. Good Friday clash. You can't go past a good Friday. We've got 2 games on. First one, Dogs versus Rabbitohs at a core stadium. Be careful, guys. Easter show as well, so get there nice and early. Really, it's technically could be a Rabbitohs home game. But yeah, I feel like Rabbitohs will win. I think they're on the verge. But my key matchup for this one is Burton versus Cody Walker. I think it could go either way. I think Burton's got confidence from last week. Cody Walker, bit of confidence. Scored a couple tries. But I feel like, for me, Cody Walker, if you get under his skin, he's gone for the rest of the game. Like, it's weird to say that out of all the players in the NRL, I think Cody Walker's the one that, I don't know, he just has brain explosions. I feel like there's people that just get under his skin and he's just out of it for the game. So key matchup for mine is the number 6s, but I've gone Rabbitohs because I think everyone calling Latrell out during the week, even his coach has told him to get more involved. So it's going to be interesting. I know Bulldogs have got a lot of players injured from last week, so they're missing a few key forwards. I think Preston's out as well. He's been killing it. Surely Rookie of the Year. But yeah, for mine, I'm going to go Rabbitohs. So next one, Friday night at 8 p.m. at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. I've got the Cowboys versus Dolphins. Saw the Dolphins lose last week. Absolutely got torn to shreds by the Dragons. No one saw that coming. But I've got Cowboys on this. Purely fact, the heartbreak of Golden Point against the Dogs. But they're back at home on a Friday night. They get key players back. Drinkwater's back. Cotter's back. So I think Cowboys are close to full strength. So I'm tipping Cowboys. Dolphins got a few key injuries in the halves and stuff. But my matchup of this game is going to be the number 1s. Drinkwater versus the Hammer. Hammer's scored in every game this year, so I'm looking at him probably to score again, hopefully, because I've got him in my super coach. But yeah, for mine, Cowboys are going to be too strong. You've got Cotter back. You've got Drinkwater back, and he's going to be wanting to make it up for the team for the last couple of weeks. So I think this could kickstart potentially Cowboys season again. So let's see what happens. But I'm tipping Cowboys. Next game is Saturday. Might try and get to this one. Saturday night, 5:30 p.m. Bluebet Stadium, right here in Penrith. That's right, guys. For those that don't know, I live in Penrith, but I go for the Eels, so you can understand my nightmare. So, Panthers versus Manly. I don't think Manly's beat Penrith in the last 6 games they've played, or some crazy stat like that. So, for mine, I think Panthers. We saw them switch it on last week. I know they were only against Canberra without Whiten and stuff like that, but I really think that you see these young guns come into this team, and they've been prepped for this moment, and they're just taking the opportunity with both hands. So it's going to be. I've still got Panthers finishing in the bottom 8. I think they'll finish 5th at the end of the year, but I really think that Panthers will beat Manly. For mine, the key battle for this match is the number 7s, DCE versus Cleary. It's going to be an unbelievable battle. Both kicking games need to be on point. The key for mine is just the game plan the Eels did against Panthers, where they kick it straight to the other wing. Don't give the ball to To'o to make those meters back. So I think, yeah, Panthers will get up on that one. I think it'll be a closer game than what people are imagining. Might even tip it as one of my golden point games. Second game on Saturday night is Broncos versus Canberra. Now, you'll be stupid to tip Canberra. I'm sorry, guys. Canberra's paying I think it's $6 for the win. Broncos, they're the only undefeated team in the comp. They got absolute great guns. But for mine, the clash of the match is Payne Haas versus Joseph Tarpany. Battle of the big man. I think Haas, absolutely, the last couple of weeks, he's gone to another level, which is good coming into Origin in a couple of weeks or months. See, I'm losing track. It's round 6 already, and my mind's just, where'd round 1 go? But I'd like to restart the season, guys. And you know why. But let's get back into it. Yeah, Haas versus Tarpany. I think Tarpany needs to start stepping up. We saw Canberra go on a bit of a run on the back of him. I think without Whiten there for another week or two, he really needs to step up and bring Papali'i with him. But yeah, for mine, Broncos are just too good, especially at home. Saturday night, what more could you want? Party at Caxton. So yeah, I'm tipping Broncos, still being undefeated. So next game, this is another game I feel like could probably go to Golden Point, and it's Titan at Seabus Stadium on Sunday. Titans versus Dragons. I think for mine, I've got Dragons. I've tipped Dragons, but could go either way. Another one of my other Golden Point tips, I think, because you just don't know what Titans team turns up, and you don't know what Dragons team turned up. Dragons were absolutely shot to bits last week, the week before last, and then they come out like they did against the Dolphins last week and tore them to shreds. So for mine, I'm going to go Dragons just purely because they got that roll on. They got a bit of confidence after last week. Titans, I feel like, I don't know, they're just missing something at the moment. Maybe it's foreign, but to me, I reckon Dragons will get up here. My key matchup for this match is Jaden Campbell versus Tyrell Sloan. The battle of the fullbacks. Either one in broken play. They're unstoppable. Who knows? It could be a battle of who's going to sign with Para, the way everyone's talking about Campbell and Sloan. Maybe Para making them an offer. But yeah, for me, I think Dragons win this. Ben Hunt's just, I think he scored. What was the stat I heard today? He scored in 6 of his last 7 games, or five. He scored a try in 5 of his last 6 games, or something against the Titans. So I'll be putting Ben Hunt anytime try scorer on that one. Gamble responsibly, people. I've got to say it. But yeah, Sunday night footy, 6:15 at McDonald's Jones Stadium has got the Knights versus the Warriors. Warriors last week, what a game. Came back against the Sharkies 20-0 down. Well fought game. Johnson just stepped it up again. The battle of Mulatalo, Ronaldo, oh my God. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but that battle on that wing was crazy. One would drop it, the other would score. They'd be in each other's ear all night. It was a good game to watch. Hip drop tackles, I'm not sure about them. I think they were a bit accidental. Going into this round, I'm sure a lot of clubs would be working on their hip drop tackles this week because we've seen the crackdown. So this week, maybe some of the suspensions. But my key matchup for this match is the number 7s. Another battle of number 7s. It was hard to pick one of this match because I feel like the wings or the centers could have been a nice matchup. But I think battle of the 7s, Hastings versus Johnson. Yeah, I reckon this could, another one could go to Golden Point. Saw a couple last week before, but yeah, maybe a couple. This one will go down to the wire. But yeah, I don't see. Knights were just awful halfway through in that game. Like there was bits where they were just, I don't know what Lockie Miller was thinking last week, but yeah, they got the draw last week against Manly, but I feel like that would have taken a lot out of them. So I'm tipping Warriors on the road. They're playing some good footy, and Warriors fans are buying grand final tickets already. We've all been there. It's good to see. Warriors up top. Surprise packet, but long season ahead still, guys. All right, which brings me to Easter Monday, the annual Easter Monday clash. Tigers versus Eels at Accor Stadium. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go to this one. We've got some family stuff happening here. But yeah, I'll be definitely watching it on TV. But there's a lot of drama going on. See, last year, this game, Tigers were in the same position. They were 0-5, and they got their first win against Para, but Hastings isn't there. It's Luke Brooks. We've seen all the dramas in the news. We've seen their fans getting to social media saying they're going to walk out halfway through the game. Let's see if they're up at halftime, if they walk out. But I don't know. I'd never walk out on my team. We've been through it, Eels. And when they were at this point last year, I remember when we played them, as they walked in the gate, I said, chin up, guys. You can start winning next week. And then they beat Para. So, but yeah, we've all been there. Every team's been at the point they are. They've got some in-club dramas at the moment with Anzac jerseys and their CEO in the dressing room on the phone. It's just rubbish. It's just, the media need to just relax. This is why, like, players go overseas, and this is why you can go. You don't see the NFL going on about CEOs in dressing rooms on their phone. You don't see the media in America and other sports carrying on like the media here. So I've got Eels winning in a big one. Sean Lane's back, which will free up. I'm tipping Dylan Brown to have an absolute game of his career. Sean Lane's back, so that's going to free up him to find some space. We haven't seen him make a line break this year because last year he had Sean Lane there and teams were going to Lane, which freed him up, opened some gaps up for him. I think the same thing's going to happen. Mitch Moses signed his contract. So I think he's in for a big game. He always steps up against the Tigers. We know that. But my key matchup is the Battle of the Sixes. Adam Dewey's been put back to number 6. Dylan Brown's got his partner in crime in Lane back. So I feel like that's going to be the battle. The Sixers, Dewey versus Dylan. I think Eels win comfortably. Fingers crossed. But yeah, who knows? Easter Monday. Tigers always seem to just step up against Para no matter how bad they're going. We saw them last year. They were getting booed off the field at halftime and came back and beat Para with that 1-point victory. But I don't know. I think Eels are desperate. We've seen some good stuff from Para. They're just not getting... They're just clock off. Like, we saw it against Manly. We saw it against Roosters. They clock off for a little bit and points come. But we see how easy they scored 3 tries in 3 minutes against Manly. Manly might have clocked off, but still, like, I reckon we should be behind at kickoff. We should tell the boys, and I will talk to them, tell the boys that we're 20 behind at kickoff, and maybe they'll do some razzle-dazzle stuff. Who knows, but yeah. So, recap of my tips. Roosters to beat Storm. Key matchup, the number 9s, Harry Grant versus Brendan Smith, the hectic cheese. We got Bulldogs versus the Rabbitohs. I'm tipping Rabbitohs. Key matchup, Walker and versus Burton. Dolphins versus Cowboys. I'm tipping Cowboys with the key matchup of the Hammer versus mental blank. Drink water. Oh my God. I've even got it written down. Anyway, drink water. Edit that out. No, I will never edit out. Let's show the bloopers. Panthers versus Seagulls. I got Panthers. Sorry guys, it's late. I'm tired. I've had a big day at work. So Panthers, key matchups, the number 7s, Cleary versus DCE, the Prince of Penrith versus DCE, the Prince of Manly. We got Broncos, who are on fire. You can't tip against them, against Raiders. Key matchup, Payne Haas versus Tarpany. Titans versus Dragons. Key matchup, number 1, Tyrell Sloan versus Jaden Campbell. I've got Dragons to win. Knights versus Warriors. I've got Warriors. Key matchups, Hastings versus Johnson. And last but not least, Eels over the Tigers in Easter Monday with Dylan Brown versus Adam Dewey as my key matchup. So let's get into prize giveaway, guys. Matty Burton, what a game he had last week. Signed 2022 NRL Elite card. I'm going to get him to sign some more cards next week when Eels play him for you guys. I've got, as you can see above, over here on the shelves behind me, cards everywhere. Got a huge collection. So to win this, if you're just an NRL fan or a Matty Burton fan, just comment. Just your score predictions. Just say go doggies if you want it. Like, I will pick someone at random in the comment section. Like, subscribe, everything you want, but just comment who you go for, what team you go for. If you're doggies, say go doggies, and I will pick somebody at random out, and I will send them that Matty Burton signed card. But yeah, that's it. Enjoy your footy. Hope your team wins. Hope my team wins, please. But yeah, so thanks everybody from last week that's jumped on. All you new subscribers. Biggest video ever. So that was good. I've got some more giveaways I'm going to be doing. And remember, guys, I'm going to pick somebody. I'm going to do a live at the end of, closer to the end of the year. And we're going to pick somebody at random. And I'm going to shout them a day out at the grand final ticket. Go have some fun. Get a feed. Have some drinks. And watch a great game. So let's get into it. And yeah, enjoy your footy. Go whoever you follow. And hope your team gets up. Unless you're a Tigers fan. One more week. You can have another loss, please. But yeah, so that's it. I'm rambling. Peace.